But one question we had for the pre-call was Wyatt was saying, are you sending out common questions used for your avatar? And is this for each email campaign you send out? What other topics you're using? Johnny said, you should send your blogs out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Wyatt, your content's good. Send your blogs out, send your updates out, anything like that. Just keeping the list warm. Because when you do send out offers, then people are like, oh yeah, I've been getting good content from this guy. They're more likely to come in and join eventually. Because we all know, we've all had that where somebody joins 6 months, a year, 2 years. I think my longest is 10, 10 years on my list and finally came in and joined. So when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing these inverse numbers, which is great. But obviously we want to crank up our leads too and get more people to show up and be there. Quick way to generate leads in 2024. Send a text to all your members, give them a deal. If they want to come back and train, you are already there, free money. Yes. Who is that? That was Ed. Yep, that was Ed. Yeah, 100%. We call it clean slate. We do that all the time. We call it a clean slate program. Work your old member list. You should have an old member. You should have your CRM should have your prospects, members, old members, right? Work your old members, offer a clean slate. Like, hey man, we don't care, if you owed us anything in the past, whatever, it's, start fresh now. Here's $100 off and a free t-shirt, come in, get signed up, get started back up training. There's tons of gold in your email list, all right? Working your old members, your prospects, and just keep hammering them, all right? But give them good content too. Don't just be always selling. If you got good blogs, give them the blogs. If you got good other things, give them that, all right? So I hope that helps, Wyatt. Mix it up too, so maybe it's one blog's about kids one week, next week it's about adult jiu-jitsu, next week it's about fitness, and then just keep rotating. And then when you compete or you do something good, always post that too, because people love to join something that has successful momentum, all right? Even if you're not a big competition school, if you're listening to this and you have a few people that compete once in a while, make a big deal about it. Because people are like, oh man, I really miss playing football or I miss playing basketball. I wish I could compete in something, but I'm too old. It's like, no, you're not too old, man. We go to tournaments all the time with 40, 50-year-olds, So it's like reminding people that you're successful and showing them your process, your evolution. Like Johnny and I were talking in Slack today about it, is your personal development will motivate more people to dig into your culture, to buy into your culture and help grow your academy. So keep constantly working on your culture, right? Do you have toxic culture or do you have uplifting culture? We all know the gyms that are toxic as fuck, and that you can see them on Facebook. They were talking about other gyms more than their gym, and how much if I'm a prospect and I'm looking at a couple different gyms and one gym's just constantly talking about other gyms, I'm like, okay, that's probably not the spot for me. I want something uplifting, something positive, like, hey, we're doing this. Tom did this and he lost 20 pounds and did his first tournament at 41 years old, blah, 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 exciting stuff. Build that culture, spend time on your culture. What do you want it to be? If you want it to be 100% competition or a fight team that's going to be tough because you're recruiting young kids that are broke, but you can still do it. It's still a viable option, or if you're like, I want to recruit 40-year-old guys with disposable income with kids, that's my culture. I target, middle class, upper middle class, successful people with kids. All right. I try to get the kids first, then I get them, because it's a little bit harder the other way around. And some of my best students are the ones that come from kid signups because they see the culture, they're into it. They're like, oh man, I want to try this jiu-jitsu thing. Put them in beginner class, they're hooked. I can turn one sign up into 3, sometimes 4, right? Just takes a little bit of time. But all these things keep compounding.